was a sight from my soul.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. I have a special request, which is, does age matter when it comes to meeting somebody, to talk to date, to get to know, to build with, that whole thing. And like the age difference. So for example, this one is like 31 and 40, right? So does that matter? Well, my opinion, no, it does not matter. Now, in the physical aspect, it really doesn't matter because most people could be 20, 21 with a 40, 50, 60-year-old person, and in that physical aspect, they got that going on, to do their thing, whatever. But I'm not talking about that. I'm more into what we need as people, right? And to me, there's three things that we need, when it comes to getting to know somebody and connecting with and growing, hopefully into a happy relationship. Number one, the attractiveness between the two people. Like, I think it needs to be equal attraction between both people, right? Which that's easy to do. We all do that. We see people all the time be like, ooh, what's your name? Ooh, what's up? And we have this great energy. So that is easy, no problem. Number two is accepting one another, like accepting each other with our flaws. That one's a little bit kind of tricky because, sometimes when we get to know somebody and kind of like, experience something about them and we see a flaw or two, we kind of like fade away and kind of like, remove ourselves and don't really care too much about that person because we naturally looking for someone that's completely whole and complete, right? Okay. But sometimes we will, deal with a person for a while until we get fed up and we walk away. So that's number two. Number three, believe it or not, number three is someone that we can actually be ourselves with. It's the third thing that we need, right? And let me elaborate more on that part. We need to feel like we can be ourselves, like no matter what, right? We can be who we are, express ourselves the purest of purest truth, right? And vice versa, right? It needs to go both ways. Express ourselves to the truth, and there's no judgment, there's no nothing. It's just like, we can be free to be ourselves, right? And be open and be honest and be so real in a cut. That's what we need. That's number three, what we need in somebody, right? So most of the time, someone could be 20 years old and have that maturity level with a 40-year-old and they connect if they have those three things. But again, the key word is number three. Someone that you can be yourself and be free with and express yourself, and it's all good, right? Now let's elaborate some more. What is the one biggest thing that destroys relationships, that destroys the potentialness of building something? Sex, right? It's okay to say sex is the number one thing. If you cheat on me, I'm done. If you look at that person, I'm done. So, like, prime example, two people are walking, you and your person is walking, right? So let's say a guy and girl, right? Walking on the sidewalk, and so let's say a guy is coming up, right? So, and let's say the guy looks handsome from afar, right? So what happens is as you get closer to this guy coming up towards you, the guy that you're with is going to look at you as the female to see if you're going to look at that guy. So they look to see if you're going to look and see if you see that guy, So the female might just be like, okay, whatever, I already got my look in, so I'm not even tripping, and look straight and not even entertain that, right? Flip it, same thing. Let's say a girl's walking towards the both of you, the girl is going to look at her man to see if she's going to look at that thing over there walking this way, right? So that's the number one thing that we naturally do because that's what we do, right? We cannot look and have a conversation because if you look, it's about to be an argument, it's about to be frustration, we're about to be pissed off, someone's about to be mad, like, that's exactly what you want, oh my God, and it's a problem, right? So with that, you look straight because you don't want no problems, you don't want no fights, you don't want nothing, right? But the thing is, if you're not with your person, if you're not with your man, you're not with your woman, you're going to look and be like, dang, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have your thoughts, right? You're going to have all this different stuff going through your brain. That's the realest of the real, right? Okay. because we have to be 100. If we want help, we have to be real with ourselves. So imagine if you're able to be real with your partner at any given point, at any given time. You can just be real, right? So same scenario, right? You with your other person, and that person is walking towards y'all, right? So let's say it's a man walking towards y'all, right? And she's gonna want to look, right? You see him coming, right? So imagine being able to be like, yep, like yep, and she could be like, yep, and y'all can have that conversation, right? And be like, or let's flip it. A girl is coming, right? A man's gonna be like, dang, and you can be like, yep, yep. But the point is, you can have the conversation. You could be like, yeah, that's pretty nice, right? If you can have that raw, pure, uncut conversation with your other person, it eliminates so much. It's not necessarily saying that you want to smash the other person. I'm just being honest. It's not saying you want to smash the person. It's just being able to communicate the real, raw, uncut realness of our everyday life that we live in. So when you can do that, you can communicate and be like, woo, boy, I would. If you can do that to your person, and your person doesn't judge you or throw it in your face, and vice versa, it works both ways. Guess what? You're not necessarily trying to even do anything with that person, because why? We all have the same parts. We all have everything that other person has. You will take that energy home, or if you're in a car somewhere, pull over, and it's a whole different level of intimacy. Being able to talk to your person, be like, if I was with that person, man, I would just, woo. And the partner's like, yeah, you do, yeah, hell yeah, I'll do that, yeah, and vice versa, right? And you take that home and you execute with each other well, in excellence. When you can have that kind of communication with your partner, you are winning. You just drop the mic because you've hit the jackpot. But the thing is that we're so worried, we're so afraid, we're worried about what you're gonna think and how you're gonna feel. We don't want to hurt your feelings, so we don't tell you the honest truth. That's the kind of world that we live in, right? That's the ideal. So back to my original point. If you connect with someone that accepts you for who you are without judgment, the age does not matter. Like I said, if it's 31 and 40, it does not matter, because what we need truly is someone that's going to accept us without judgment, right? And once we can have that, we're good. We're good. Here's where everything falls, or where we fail at. Within the family home, we feel judged. People talk about us. Our own family treat us like less than. So we cannot be true. We cannot feel accepted. So we need somebody else to accept us. We need somebody else to be like, you know what, you're awesome, we're incredible. But for the most part, what we need is someone that we can be open to and be real about ourselves. That's what we really, really need. We cannot be real at home because we're judged. So we need somebody that we can be real with, so we can be comfortable. So at the end of the day, we're looking for someone that we can be comfortable with. And that's where we have the big issue at. So when sex is at a pedestal this high up, like it's that high up, right? Then we have to be able to communicate real talk and be free, But all we need at the end of the day is someone that we can relate with, and vice versa. We could be ourselves. We could be open and honest about everything without judgment. That's all we need, and without control. We don't want to be controlled. We don't want to be, we don't want to be imprisoned. We want to be free. So when we can have someone that's free, right, and you connect with somebody that you can be free with, it's easier. That's my thought process. So you tell me what you think. You share your thoughts and you share your opinions. That's just my opinion. Okay? Being free is the thing. And age does not matter when it comes to that. Because you have some grown people that are 50, 60, 70 years old that are still not mature in that sense. And that's real talk. So you share your thoughts, you share your opinions, and let's troubleshoot this thing together, alright? Anyway, that's my time for the moment. One love, big hugs, and until next time, you already know. Peace. All right.